I know you just put up to the bar, but we close.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you need to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man. I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it.
All right. Tell you what. I'm gonna get you one drink. Does it look like you need
one drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink. Cause I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the things we're brought to you by is Minecraft. And I got the man next to me right now to make it happen. Craft Medic, tell us about Minecraft today, baby.
Man, Minecraft is a very special book that I wrote that helps you get some self-help. I really wrote this book because people are actually challenged in their spirit, kind of suffering, you know?
Oh, yeah, like me.
Doubts, fears,
got it all.
The unknown. They need peace. They need joy. They need prosperity. And all the things that we might need in our life,
right?
We sometimes just don't know how to get to it.
Oh yeah.
We don't know how to develop ourselves in the way of the truth, in the way of understanding, in the way of peace and wisdom. And so I wrote this book so that you could sit in your living room and read a very small passage about the subject. And then I gave you the words to speak because I'm teaching you how to speak life over your life.
Ooh, okay.
That's what this book is really about. It's about activating your mind in the area of life that you feel you need the most help.
Okay.
And there's all kinds of topics here. By the way, this is the book, Activate Your Mind.
Yes.
And it's designed to give you a multivitamin effect.
Tell me what you do.
So you can get this from Amazon. It's actually all over the world, and I would encourage you to get a copy. It's 103 topics that really lend itself to dealing with the issues that you may be dealing with. There are many a times I've woken up in life, Jay, and said to myself, I don't think big enough.
Ooh, I've done that before.
Right? This book helps you think bigger.
Oh, so you need that in your life right now. You need that in your life.
It can inspire imagination.
Okay.
It can inspire understanding your purpose. It can inspire perfect action and right action, so you can get more effort out of life. You know, some days we just look back over our day and our week and our month and sometimes our years and say, I just haven't been productive enough. I really would like to be more productive.
Okay.
All of these qualities of life can only be reached by you through your mind. You have to inspire your mind first, because the mind is where the first reality is going to take place.
Right.
And once that reality seats deeper in your soul and in your spirit, it will cause you to take action. It will cause those ideas to be revealed in your spirit. Somewhat of a metaphysical book, but ultimately this is about mind power and how to choose rightly what you desire and how to see it be revealed in your life. And today, in today's topic, Jay and I are going to talk about integrity.
Ooh, Lord, that was great. What? Got a little hot in here.
Yes.
We're
going to talk about integrity and accountability, more important than self-accountability. And I'm going to read one of the chapters so you'll be able to get an opportunity to see how this book works.
Okay.
And an opportunity to really hear more insight about what it can offer you. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
All right.
This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay.
Yes.
And we are here to liberate your mind and soul with a great idea. Tonight, we're just going to chop it up on the subject. And as we talk about the subject, we hope that there are some seeds of inspiration for you. Some real nuggets for you to chew on, some real ideas that will help you go forward tomorrow.
Mhm.
This is not a show about healing tomorrow, in a week or in a month or in a year. This is a show that when you deal with your issue, let's talk about the issue and what's underneath the surface of it,
Right.
so that we can find some healing right now.
Yes.
Right? So if you get an opportunity to change your mind as a result of this show, you are exemplifying what we hope you will get out of this show. It's just an opportunity to heal. Jay's initial vision was when you go to the bar
Mhm.
and you start working on your first drink, after a few minutes, you start opening up.
Yep.
And you start talking. And that's where the healing begins. Sometimes it's not about fixing the issue. Sometimes it's just about getting the issue out.
Yes.
But we've taken an approach that not only do we want to get the issue out, but let's find some different ways to think about it.
Say it.
Let's find some ideas that are going to help us move in the right direction. That's going to help us think better. That's going to offer us more peace, more productivity, more life, more
Yes.
love.
Say it.
And so that's what ultimately the vision of Bar Talk with Jay is all about. So we are truly grateful that you are here today,
Mhm.
whether it is the day that we air this show or 50 years from now.
Come on.
We believe that this show is relevant to the human spirit. It's relevant to the cause of creating more life and making life better, smoother, easier, and reaching more of your possibility. So thank you for being here today. Of course, we always start the show off with a prayer.
Oh, yes. Hand it to him.
And of course, I just mentioned that we are going to talk today about the topic of integrity.
Mhm.
So let's hand it over to the Lord
Yes.
and give him full access to what we're going to do here today. Heavenly Father, we come into your presence just to thank you
Yes.
for all that you are in our life. You are our wisdom. You're our way maker. You're our strength, our confidant. You are our peace.
Yes.
And we know that we have no peace without you. And so we thank you for being here today, Lord. We ask that you would inspire this conversation on integrity.
Mhm.
Teach us how to think about integrity. Move something in our spirit towards greater integrity. Open our minds up to allow integrity to be revealed in a way that we've never talked about it or understood it before. Place your divine inspiration upon this conversation and show us your divine wisdom and intelligence. We ask, Lord, that you would speak through us as host and that you would give our guest on this show the opportunity to experience a greater level of integrity. We allow you to do your good and perfect work. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. And so here we are,
About to go at it.
June 2026,
Say it again.
talking about the idea of integrity.
Mm.
It has been one of those issues that I think has plagued humanity
Yes.
for many years. Because people oftentimes won't tell the truth,
Mhm.
won't acknowledge the truth,
Correct.
won't live by the truth,
Right.
I believe there's a price to pay for that. Because if you're not operating in truth, then you're operating in something other than the truth. And whether you lean or fall to the left, or whether you lean or fall to the right, if you are not operating in wholeness, rightness, and truth, there is a price to pay for that.
That is right.
I believe that the lack of integrity will limit your life in one form or another.
Mhm.
It'll hold you back. And sometimes not facing realities, not facing the truth will cause you setbacks
Mhm.
and delays and
Mhm.
problems
Mhm.
and hurdles. And so we just want to have an open-ended discussion about the word integrity and how it may be affecting our life. How would you start the conversation off today?
Okay. I gotta go first. I'm willing all day long. One of the things I would tell you, Kraft, and where I have issues with some people when it comes to it, is they want to sell you a tale.
Right.
I've been down a lot of rabbit holes, believing in people. I don't want to give up on believing in, but I'm starting to stop the rhetoric and the bull when I hear it, because it needs to start making sense. Because I had to live this long in life to make my life make sense.
Yes.
You telling me a story and it has no sense to it. I'm starting to feel like, okay, I'm wasting my time.
Right.
So I always let a person talk. And this is one of my problems because I talk a lot myself.
Okay.
So I have to take the time to sit back and listen.
Yes.
And when I do this, I do it with intent purpose to better understand for I can hopefully come back with a debate.
Okay.
Because I'm getting knowledge. I don't know if I'm getting truth. I'm getting knowledge of what you're telling. Now, when I'm getting all this knowledge and I'm finding out that you're just lying, I just took the time to listen to a bunch of bull. And then I'm rationalizing it. I'm sympathizing with you. I'm talking you through what I thought of if you ask me what I might do since you're going through this. Because I have a sense of service. I want to service people that's around me. I want to make sure I give some things back.
Right.
So when you telling me some things, I try to hold that back up front and just listen because everybody don't ask for it. So just don't give it. You listen. But I'm listening with just to hear, not to fix all the time because that's what I'm used to doing. I'm used to hearing to run in to give a solution.
Right.
All right. As a man, I feel like that's just one of the things we kind of talk. Fix a problem. So when somebody's telling me a problem, I'm thinking about it, analyzing it, but I'm not going to speak it because it might not be what they want. And then when they ask me, I already got thoughts together. So it won't take me as long. And I don't have to ask you to repeat it because it took my time to listen. All right. Now, it hurts me deeply is when I'm hearing it from a person that I care about and their story is changing and their story is not near the same. So at this point, I can tell the story is a lie.
Right.
And again, I say it all day long. You know, it really hurts me from a person that I care for because I know they should know I don't care for lies. Right. I'm not trying to lie to you. I don't want you to lie to me. And let me be honest. When I was younger, I did lie. Okay. And I give y'all a true story. When I was young, I was in high school, and I said this girl came up and she was mentioning how so and so lied about how he could work his thing and he could do stuff, and I'm just listening to her. Now this person she talking about was kind of like a friend of mine or somebody I knew. So I'm just listening, and she's talking about him kind of bad, but I'm like, well, he got some, but he lied to get it.
He lied to get it,
and you know, but he got it, and I've been truthful, and so I learned to mix. And I went back and I told somebody how I blow their back out. And I do this and I do that. Well, again, I ain't lying because I had every intent on doing it, but nobody gave me this opportunity. So I'm just talking mad cow, not about size and the rest. My whole thing, I was talking mad cow what I would do. So somebody took what I was saying to heart, invited me over. Now, my ego got stroked because, again, I'm just putting it out there when I was a quiet one, not doing it. But I got it from somebody else that lied. I changed up that technique because I didn't care to do his. Because to me, you getting dogged behind something, but you didn't have to go that way. So I just did a different approach. Right. So my integrity was, I didn't lie. I said what I would do. I ain't say who. I just put it out there because, again, I'm fishing. And then I got a bet, and I reeled it on in. Now, the good thing behind it, you went back and told everybody I blew the back out. So it really worked. It worked. But it came off of a bad concept because I knew how he got. I didn't take the same concept. I didn't take that same road. But again, I used a little manipulation because I said what I do without me even doing it. I'm just talking because I learned how to talk.
And let me ask you this question. Is manipulation lying?
Now, if I didn't hold to it, then I would say yes. Like, again, did I know I could do all that to the person that gave? Hell no. How would I know? Because I didn't even know who was going to take that opportunity with me. So to me, is this manipulation is like anything else. I was throwing availability out there. I was throwing out my wants, and then I'm throwing out what I'm going to do. Now, you better be able to handle some of the stuff that you're saying. And it's no different in a game of spades. You know, sometimes I got to talk somebody out their hand. All right. Okay. And that's where you get a little of this from. Now, where I feel like a blatant lie is like when you telling somebody a size. Right. I am this size. I can do this with this big tool that I have. Knowing good and well you don't have it. Right. That's where you can easily define where a lie comes from. Now, to me, don't go down that avenue because you're gonna get the same results that man got. He got it, but he also got ridiculed. She went back and told her, don't even think about it. He ain't got nothing of that sort. So now you got exposed.
Okay.
Because that's what happens when you put yourself out there with these lies. Now, I didn't get exposed because bottom line, I gave a ideal what I would do. Now remember, the person listening, even though it's ideal, because they don't know because I didn't mention size.
And here's the caveat to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I assess a person,
right,
and I sense that they don't know, I can sell them a dream.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, I'm really selling them a dream that I may not be able to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time they figure out the truth, I've gotten what I wanted. And I'm one who believes that there is where you create the stone wall for yourself. Because here's the thing, if you sell somebody a dream,
mm-hmm.
that somebody's going to sell you a dream.
Yeah.
And the stakes may be higher in the dream that you buy versus the dream that you sell.
Correct.
See, I believe that there's a divine karma that if I don't tell the truth here, then when I really need to hear the truth over here, it's not going to be revealed to me. And I'm going to be led astray and run amok. And so if you want to always operate in righteousness, if you have to give it, and then you can expect to receive it.
Right.
I've been in sales for 30 plus years. And there's always an opportunity to sell a dream and to not tell the truth. But most of my career, I have been afraid to represent my product or service with a non-truth. Mm-hmm. Because I know it will always come back on me. And so I try with every fiber of my being mm-hmm. to represent the truth. And I'm no longer afraid of it now because I have a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. And he has taught me and inspired me to tell what is real rather than telling what is fake, telling what is false. And I remember times where early in the game where I misrepresented the truth because I wanted to paint this big picture of what could happen and what wouldn't happen and the features and the benefits and all of that. And I would get the sale mm-hmm. and then my business would dry up.
Okay.
And now I'm conscious. I'm kind of beating myself up. I'm convicted that I didn't represent the truth. And now I gotta look. Now I kind of have to look over my shoulder and say, I wonder when they're gonna realize the real. And I can tell you, a lot of salesperson there, they have made a lot of money mm-hmm. and they have misled a lot of people. Right. And I oftentimes will see the realization of it coming full fold, where their business will start to dry up, mm-hmm. or automatically people will not trust them. Right. They have a hard time building relationships, and I think that people can actually sense the truth. Yeah. We've reached a place in the world where we've heard so many lies, right, and we've been bamboozled so many times that we see through what someone is saying. We listen beyond what they're telling us. Okay. We use our current knowledge, and then we use our current spirit, and we discover that something that they just said, something that they just did doesn't add up.
Now, you know about underselling. Because again, you know, part of manipulation is sometimes you undersell something. Like what I was saying, blowing your back out and all that. That was just to intrigue somebody. Now, again, I knew I had that capability. Right. I just didn't know who. Right. So when I got the opportunity, I put my best foot forward and I achieved the goal. All right. Now, a lot of times somebody is telling me some things and some of the characters they wanted to see in a person and all this. And I don't say anything. I feel like I can match all that energy. Right. But my whole thing is I'm not going to speak on that. I'm going to speak on something else. I'm going to make some jokes happen over here. And I'm going to take you away from what you told me. So when it lines up, I'm going to show up. Right. And again, to me, it's not the same as deception. I am just not giving all the information on the upfront. There's jobs I don't tell them all my capabilities. There's the one I just recently got into. I didn't even want to let them know what all I know.
You can't.
I am to a point where I'm tired, and I just want to do a job because I've done so much through time. I don't want to brag about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to do the simple job.
Right.
Because I have enough behind me that I'm tired of somebody saying you overqualified for this. I've been overqualified because I done put some serious work behind me.
Right.
So let's not go there.
Right.
Let's just go with this. I'm going with the simpleness. And then everybody start finding out where I'm at. And man, you know, so-and-so and all the rest of this. And then they was like, well, why ain't you? Because I ain't have to. My reputation sticks behind me and with me. So let me just do this because I'm tired of the pettiness.
Right.
I just want to get through. So it's the same when I meet somebody. You know, you do podcasts, you talk about relationships, throw all that to the side. I'm still a person.
Right.
So get to know me like I'm gonna get to know you. Don't worry about who all I know, who all I met. Through this show, we have met so many people.
Yeah.
There are so many people that still respect us today before how we gave the show, how they came on to it, how we promoted and what we did. And I love them for it. And I love the fact that we are good people. We didn't come into the show lying. We didn't come into this show to deceive nobody. And we ain't selling nobody's shit. It is us understanding our issues, our problems, and we're trying to find a way to resolve them.
Right.
Without hurting the community.
Right.
Failures happen when we keep repeating things that's failing. That's why he wrote the book, for we can change our mindset on the way we come at people, deliver whatever you're trying to deliver, from a falseness to a trueness. You know, are we real about anything? You know, you've been hurt, so all you want to do is hurt somebody. Hurt people, hurt people. We want to heal, but we can stop the hurt.
Yeah.
Because now, once we stop the hurt, we blessings.
And I think that's a great point to make in this show. It's time, folks, to just be real.
Ooh, okay.
There is nothing wrong with what is real.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, we may perceive that being real hurts us. Now, there are times where you have to say less.
Yes.
There are real times in life where you have to say less.
I agree.
But don't misrepresent the truth.
Right.
Don't deceive your audience. Don't deceive the people that you are with.
I agree.
Let me ask you this question, Jay.
Go
This
ahead.
kind of turns the corner on the subject.
I like that.
How do you treat people who have lied to you?
Not of the same, and normally they can tell because I'm really short with them. Because see, at that point, I'm not celebrating being around you. I'm almost just tolerating you because I'm only going to tolerate lies for so long. Now, the one person that can get away with it longer than most is my children. And I don't accept that, but they tend to do it.
Right.
So I'm going to tolerate some of it because they always want to sell me something because they don't want to hear my honest, upfront opinion.
Right.
And I can't come off hard. I have some rough deliveries when it comes to my kids. I love them, but I can't be soft about a situation when I feel like you're wrong.
Well,
So my delivery can be a little rough.
well,
but
they need that accountability.
they can, but again, I'm thinking that's why they're lying to me.
Right.
I don't want to speak for them, but they're giving me stories that's not adding all the way up. And then when I'm finding out the truth, yes, I'm a little bit angry because you wasted my time
Right.
with how you went around the mulberry bush and you went this damn direction because you didn't want to hear me go off. I don't always want to go off. I want to make sure I give you a clear understanding of expectation. You have my name.
Right.
And I don't know about what people doing today. Y'all run up to school, you run behind your kids and you just believe everything they say. They got my damn name. I did this with the purpose of understanding I'm leaving something, so they have to hold that name seriously because they feel like they can go out and do any old damn thing. Nope, that's not happening. That's not what I raised. That's not what I'm expecting. And I have to give that thoroughly each and every time I see them cross the line. And then I have to answer. And then other people in my family got to find out it's embarrassing. And I don't like the embarrassment. But I feel like God does that on purpose to me. And that's his way of showing me there's so much work to be done.
Yeah.
You can't just expect because you got it. They get it.
Right.
You got to take that time to instill. That's a mustard seed. It took a while for it to grow out of you, and it's going to take a while to grow into them. But did you put it in there? Did you put my word? Did you water it with what I'm saying compared to what I'm showing? Because I'm imperfect. So I have to go back and make sure I'm looking at what all I'm doing, because I'm the one that's seeing it's growing crooked, it's growing wrong. You feel me? But it's also, did you instill it correctly? Did you nurture? And that's accountability. And that's why they go off and be mad at me, because, man, the way that go off, yeah, because I'm holding a lot of accountability. And some of it is because of the fact I wasn't accountable.
Right.
And I want to make sure you're accountable, because I don't want you to go through the pits of hell that I went through.
Not only do we not want you to go through the pits of hell, but I do not want you to mislead me. And so when people don't tell the truth, they lose your trust.
Yep.
They lose credibility. And I'm encouraging you to put your foot down. When there are people around you who will not tell the truth, you have to trust who they are and how they treat you.
Yep.
Because what that says is that they will lead you down a rabbit hole. They will mislead you. They will take advantage. They will manipulate. And you cannot have people. I always said it this way, Jay. You cannot have an enemy inside of your own camp. To have an enemy inside of your own camp creates vulnerability that's untold. You just cannot trust what they say. You cannot trust them to follow through.
Yep.
You cannot trust them. And I'm encouraging you to bow your back when there are people around you who do not tell the truth. Then you need to honor yourself by not letting them in your inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
Because integrity is one of those things that can get you caught up.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of integrity will get you caught up. So when I always say it this way, never put a gremlin in the system.
Okay.
See, if I'm in sales and I'm working with a customer and I make a mistake, but when the customer tries to come down on me, I say, it's my manager's fault.
Right.
No, it's my manager's fault. My manager missed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I apologize for my manager, but I don't own the mistake. Then as the situation progresses, or as the next situation come up, right, I say to the customer, well, let me get my manager involved. No, I don't want your manager involved, because I already put a gremlin on the manager's head. Mm. Now the customer doesn't trust the manager, and he can very well fix the problem. Right. But here I am now, got to be responsible and be accountable that I told a lie. Mm. Yeah. Never put a gremlin in the system. Just simply honor the truth. And you should know, folks, that people are much smarter than you think they are. Mm. And so they may not tell you that they discovered you told a lie. They may not come to you and address it and deal with you. If you borrowed money from somebody and you didn't do what you said you were going to do with it, the people, they will find out. They will discover, they will have discernment. They'll run into the person who you end up spending the money with, or who you went on the trip with when you know you told them you was going to pay a bill with it. That when you mislead people, they will discover the truth. And so what you've done is, when you mislead people, when you tell a lie, that you basically push people away from you. Mm-hmm. And the person who you once counted on, you can't count on them anymore. Nope. Because they can't count on you. Right. And so I don't know if these simple lessons of life are being even taught anymore, Jack. Unless you're in the religious and spiritual community, I'm not sure that integrity is taught.
I tell you, it's noticeable. And I can tell you how I know it's noticeable. Is because I had a situation where they thought I went to a transfer station without my vest on the outside of my jacket. That day, I never had a jacket on. So they was like, well, next time you go to the transfer station, please make sure you put your vest on the outside. And it's like, my vest been on the outside. I don't go in there because it's one of the rules in most transfer stations. PPP, your vest, hard hat, you got to have it on in the building. Right. Well, on this occasion, I had it on, but they wrote the wrong truck number down. So when they called me And they said it in a way like I know you know better, but just make sure it's on outside. Just make sure we comply. And it's like, well, first of all, it's been on the outside, and I ain't wearing no jacket, so it couldn't have been me. And immediately, she was like, "Well, they got the wrong truck number," because she's not knowing me to lie.
Right.
She ain't never known me to do anything but own up. Because that's a simple. Okay, I make sure I do that.
Right.
I'm not owning up to something I didn't do. I ain't had a jacket on all day, so no. That wasn't me. The truck number is matching my truck number, but I promise you, if you go back and look, I had never had a jacket on all day, and I always had my vest on. And it's just that simple. Came to me later on, they had the wrong truck number. I already knew the truth. But again, was it major? No. But what I liked, she didn't question me no more.
Yeah, and listen, that's where you gain favor. Because there can be somebody who knows how to get the job done. And there can be somebody who halfway knows how to get the job done. But when the boss come to count on somebody to get the job done, they would much rather deal with the person who will be honest.
Yes.
So you may have more knowledge, but less integrity, and the person with more integrity will get the opportunity because they can be trusted.
Yeah.
And those who can be trusted will always receive favor.
Yes.
If you make a mistake, if you do something wrong, if you, even if you lie and you misrepresent, go back and fix it with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You would appreciate it, and the person who you misled will appreciate it. And let me tell you, I just believe that there's, just like I said, there is there's a penalty for a lie. Mm-hmm. That there is a reward for truth. And if you haven't never put yourself in a position where the truth made a difference, the next time it comes up, the next time a situation comes up where you have the ability to tell a lie and to tell the truth and watch what happens. You can get off. There's been many people say, I got pulled over and the police officer said, "You were speeding." I said, "You know what, sir? I wasn't thinking. I was upset. I just had an argument. I own it. I apologize, sir. And do what you have to do. But I would greatly appreciate it if you could give me some favor here, some kind." More than likely, that person's gonna be like, "Well, you owned it. You owned it." And because you owned it, he might just say, "You know what? I'm going to give you a warning this time. All right? Take your foot off the gas, pay attention to the speed limit, and drive safe, and send you on home."
Hey, crap.
But if you say, "Well, me speeding? I wasn't speeding. What you talking about?" Now, he got an electronic information on his dash that proves exactly how fast you was going. You was going 74 and a 55. And because you want to lie about it, he's going to hold you accountable. And he's going to give you that ticket. The reason he's going to have to give you that ticket is because you're not learning your lesson.
Yep.
And you're not willing to own the truth.
Trying to lie your way out of it.
You're trying to get out of it with deception and manipulation and do anything but honor the truth. Because the next time that you're you're driving 74 in a 55, somebody could get hurt because of you.
And that's on him.
You may get hurt because of you. Yeah, and just think about the officer who will let you off and let it ride, that he's putting your life in jeopardy because he's not teaching you the lesson, right? He's not holding you accountable.
I'm going to laugh at this one because this happened to me.
Go ahead.
I got pulled over, big truck, not wearing a seatbelt.
Okay.
Now, yeah, I'm in this big truck. I'm like, man, anybody worry about this stupid seatbelt? And DOT was on the side of the road and we're giving somebody a DOT inspection. I passed him. He looked over at me and seen I had my seatbelt on. But he was already giving the ticket, so I knew he couldn't get me. So I went on down. I went to the dump, and as I left the dump and I was going down the road, I put my seatbelt on, because I figured I might run across him.
Right.
I ain't seen him. I said, okay, no biggie. I passed the intersection. He came out of nowhere, lights and siren, to pull me over. I said, dang. Got pulled over. Is there a reason why you didn't have your seatbelt on when you passed me a minute ago? And I just held my head down, said nope, but no reason, because I didn't. But I made sure I put it on after I seen you. All you can do is laugh. He said, I'm going to give you an inspection. He inspected me, found a couple marker lights that was out. Need to be. Well, he put me out of service, but he brought up the little marker lights. And he looked at me and said, "I ain't write you a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt." He said, "Because hey, you was honest." Because I was wondering to see if you was gonna say if you did it. Because he said I clearly had my body cam on, so I know I got you.
Right.
But by you saying that, I'm just gonna write up these few infractions. But give me a second. He went back and he did that. Guess what? And in my eye, yeah, I got off. Now later on, he put it in his system that he warned me. I got caught months later not wearing a seatbelt. And the next one said, "Hey, you know somebody wrote you a warning here already, so I'll give you a ticket." So now I gotta go down to the court. Because again, in a commercial vehicle, you going to court. And when I went down to court, the judge looked at me. And the first thing she said is, "I'm gonna throw it out as long as you promise you're gonna start wearing it." And I've been wearing it ever since. Because I'm hard-headed just because of the fact that it's a big truck. I don't really see me being injured in this truck. Even in most accidents, I'm normally bigger than most sides, but then I see accidents that I know people have been hurt. So why am I bigger than them? You know, and I hold a higher position than most drivers anyway. And it was just me being stubborn. So guess what? I had to learn to stop being stubborn and follow the rules. And again, it didn't cost me money. It cost me time. The one let me off on a warning. The other one wrote me a ticket, so I had to go down there in front of a judge. And the judge seen me, and she said she just want me to wear a seatbelt. Threw my ticket out. All right. Now this not gonna happen to everybody, but what I can say is I had to learn a lesson, and it's a simple putting your seatbelt on that can save your life. Because truthfully, since then it's not just me putting it on in the truck. I put it on period.
Right.
Because it's just an extra layer of protection. Because again, I care for everybody else. I run to everybody else's aid, but then I don't care for me. That makes zero sense.
Yeah, and there's so many situations in life that we need to operate in integrity. Lying, cheating, stealing, manipulation, selling dreams. Again, all of those things come to a brick wall. And you know, my question is, why do people lie? Why is there such a lack of integrity in this
come
world?
on now. If you think about when you was a child, and I know you was the only child, so it's gonna be a little difficult for you because if you did anything, they knew it was you. But if you had another sibling and y'all broke a lamp and y'all was playing football in the house, and you know you weren't playing football in the house, so you're playing lamp break, neither one of you want to get in trouble. Neither one of you want to get a whoop. So I didn't do it, you know, because it's the instinct that I don't want to be in trouble. All right.
Right.
So it's just I don't want to be accountable for my actions. So when people want something, it's no more than they don't want what might happen. So again, why would a person say I had my seatbelt on? I don't want to get a ticket. I wasn't speeding. I don't want to get a ticket. Okay, that's all it is. I would rather try to lie my way out of it because I know if I admit it, there's a good possibility it's a punishment coming behind it as a child to an adult. And that's why politicians, lobbyists, people that's in Congress and the rest has always lied to you to win your vote. Why? Because if they told the truth that they coming in here for manipulation just to get paid, you wouldn't vote for them. So again, you got to understand what we're doing. We're choosing the best of whatever we're choosing. But the bottom line, people are lying about how they're going to do something to sway your vote.
And people lie for selfish motives.
Always.
And it's very important that you understand that. I know I'm talking to grown folk here, right? This is bar talk. I'm talking to grown people.
Yes, you are.
But people will lie to you for a selfish motive and not care about how it hurts you, how it hurts the environment, how it hurts the community, how someone might get hurt. People, in my mind, people are just weak-spirited. They cannot face reality.
Right.
They think that facing reality is going to take them down. And I bid to you that facing reality will more than oftentimes take you up. Now, if you do something wrong and you know you did wrong and you're just trying to fight your way out of the situation, a lie is not going to help the situation.
Right.
It would be better to plead for favor. It would be better to ask someone to forgive you. It would be better to fix yourself and tell them that you're not going to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't live a lie, because lies will again take you to a negative place. You know, let's just put it out there. Truth takes you to wholeness, and lies takes you to negativity. Truth takes you to wholeness, and lies take you to negativity. And if everyone would operate on that premise, then you'll know that telling a lie is going to hurt you in some way. And if you knew that you were going to get hurt by telling a lie, you probably wouldn't tell the lie, because you know it's going to come back full circle. And you go into an establishment after you done told a bunch of lies here, there, everywhere, and then you go into establishment trying to understand the truth, and they say, "Oh, you looking for a job today? Oh no, we ain't got no jobs today. No, we ain't hiring today." And so now you get what you give.
Mm-hmm.
That really is the way life works. But oftentimes we don't see the patterns because they're so far between what we do and what we get. But it really isn't. You start facing times where you know, it's just all kinds of nonsense and challenges and issues and concerns and pains and troubles going on. Check yourself, because life is going to reveal to you what you put out. And so, you know, that's a huge lesson on top of this integrity to learn. But you can't walk around misrepresenting what is the truth, because the truth will set you free. And we've said that over and over and over, but we really haven't understood the value of the conversation.
Oh no, we understand, and I can understand you. I can back up. Another reason why people don't do it is you think about when somebody's cheating, they normally are not going to tell you they're cheating. They're normally not.
They're not going to tell you.
Even when you catch them up without hardcore facts, they hardly ever admit it. They will talk around it. They will play around with the thought of maybe I thought about it. See, they don't want to own it because it's totally something that they know that they have total control of. And they're like, well, you wasn't even here for me. Half the time, you know, I have to seek out other people because, and again,
you only gonna hear that if you caught them caught.
Yeah, you got to be dead on, because see, at that point, they're trying to own it, but they're trying to soften the blow.
Yeah.
That's that other manipulation to make it seem like it was an accident, like you just accidentally fell on top. Stop. Right. Oh, is this an entanglement?
If you caught them black and white, then they'll start to give all these reasons why.
But it's softer reasons where it didn't just happen the way you think it happened, but it happened.
But if you knew it happened and you couldn't quite catch them, that's when they'll figure out how much you know, and they're gonna lie better the next time. They're gonna lie more the next time.
Where you get the information from?
Right.
That's the one thing they were. Right. They ain't admit they did it not.
Right.
Where you get that from?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
How you know that? But
you can go through my phone.
That ain't true.
Exactly. It's automatically accusing you now. When I seen your behavior. I seen how when you talk to certain people, you light up.
Yeah.
But now you're going to something more deeper. Telling on yourself. Yeah. Well, you been in my phone or something? What's in your phone? Well, what does it matter? You don't pay it. See, defensive. Everything is very defensive. Yeah. Why are you so defensive?
A liar will become defensive.
What?
That's absolutely right.
They keep going with it.
And we are moving toward the end of this conversation, and I promised that I would spend a little bit of time in Activate Your Mind, my new book. And this particular chapter is called Finding the Truth. And so I'm going to read the chapter, and then I'm going to express the mental equivalence for the chapter. Well, let's get to exactly what we were just talking about, right, Jane? So you know that something's going on funny. You know that something's missing, something out of order. They've been cheating, they've been lying, they've been stealing, they've been trying to hurt you. How do you represent the truth? How do you get to that? Go for it. This chapter is called Finding the Truth. Mm-hmm. The truth is always revealed. Mm-hmm. We simply have to align ourselves with it, and then we will understand it. Truth is not something hidden in shadows forever. It waits on our clarity, our openness, our request. Declare the truth over every situation, especially when confusion and uncertainty tries to cloud your vision. If something feels off, don't let doubt settle. Call upon the truth to rise. Say it out loud. I declare the truth is being revealed. Whether it's something small like missing your keys, I declare I'm finding my keys. The truth of their location is showing itself to me now. Or something deeper like questioning someone's motives or honesty. You do not have to guess. You don't have to live in uncertainty. Ask the universe boldly for insight and it will arrive. This is about thoughts creating reality. Declare, I have access to all knowledge and I possess all intelligence. What I seek to understand will come to me now. Even the unspoken, the hidden, the subtle truths, let them all be uncovered. Let the light in. There is no deception that can withstand the clarity of truth when you call it forward with certainty. The truth can never be hidden forever. It will rise like the sun. Claim that it is revealed, and it is revealed in every situation and every circumstance that you desire to see it. Say it. What did I just say in that passage? I said, if you believe that there is someone who has lied to you, there is someone who's cheating on you, there's someone who's stolen from you, I want you to simply think about that situation and declare out loud with your spoken word, the truth about this situation is being revealed to me now. I know everything that happened. I know everything that's going on. There is no uncertainty, and I have no more doubts about exactly what took place in this situation. I just spoke life over that situation, and that word will not return unto me void. The truth shall be revealed. Sometimes it'll happen in your sleep. Sometimes it'll happen in the middle of a productive day and it'll just come to you. But you have divine discernment in your spirit because the truth cannot be missed by your spirit. It is always revealed. If someone says, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, you can look them right in the eyes. And all of a sudden in your mind, and you can say, I don't believe that.
That's right.
It seems like they're not telling me the truth. I think I'll have to wait on this product or service because you are not, I'm sensing that you're not telling me the truth. And you don't have to tell them that you don't believe them, but you do have to take note because your mind and your spirit will always reveal the truth. Now, here are the mental equivalents that I would encourage you to speak over this situation.
Okay, I'm listening.
And here's the word, these are the words that are on the page. Okay. I am discovering reality.
I like that.
I am uncovering the facts.
Okay.
I am exposing reality about this situation. I have chosen to pursue honesty, and I have spiritual discernment, and the truth is now made known to me. I am obtaining solutions and acquiring understanding about what happened on that day at that time with this person. I root out the false. The untruths are now being discovered. There is no more guessing. I am revealing every insight that took place in this particular situation. That is how you use the power of your spoken word to reveal the truth and to make sure that you are always operating with the knowledge of integrity.
And you notice how you was pulling strong words of action compared to feelings.
Yes.
A lot of people speak within their feelings. What you're pulling is true information.
Right.
And I don't want to say women just work within their feelings. People, it's not just women. Men do it too. And a lot of times, it makes things very difficult.
Yes.
Okay, because when you and your feelings, it becomes your truth, which is normally a damn lie. Because if you stuck in your truth and you're not backing it up with real reality, real facts, it becomes your truth.
Right.
And you feel, I wouldn't do this to you, knowing damn well you have. You know, but I feel you should know me better. I'm starting to feel different. You know, because you're talking within your feelings and you're showing me something different. That's the problem.
And that's manipulation.
Yes.
So
because I want to win that back over from you.
Right. So if somebody, somebody lied to you and they say, man, I wouldn't lie to you. They're appealing to your emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But yet something different. And are you going to lower your vibration? Are you going to lower your understanding? Are you going to deny what you know because they're trying to appeal to your feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to stand firm on, no, you didn't do right by me?
Because
I'm done with you. I'm going to have to catch out. Now, there's nothing wrong with forgiving one for the lie. But I'm going to say you just can't forget it because you can't allow yourself to be set up with the same okie doke.
And again, depending on the lie and the times, I can't keep hearing rhetoric, and that's your damn lies. Because at some point, I'm lying to myself.
Yeah.
Because see, I keep saying you're going to change when I see you're not.
You're not.
So you're manipulating me to win over a trust that I'm easily giving to you.
Yeah.
And I have to hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
Because now, to me, I just believed in your lie. So I might as well just say that lie is my truth. And that's a damn lie.
Yeah.
It's not.
Jay,
and I'm not going down that rabbit hole again.
Right. Jay, we have seen parents put their children out because their children will not do right.
Correct.
Their children will not tell the truth. Their children will not honor the rules. Listen, as we close this show, here's the bottom line. Follow the rules, learn the lesson. If you are being manipulated by somebody who won't tell the truth, the bottom line is you can't trust them.
Right.
And the bottom line is you have an enemy in your camp and you must deal with that proactively and intentionally. Because when people lie to you, it's like dumping trash in your lap. And you are not going to allow people to dump trash in your lap.
Right.
But when people hold on to the trash and they give you themselves and say, I throw myself on the mercy of what I've done, and I take ownership and I take accountability to it, that's the person you can forgive. That's the person who you don't have to put out of your corner. But if you know that the false is continuing to press itself upon you, then you have the ownership and you have the right and you have the responsibility to cast that false out of your life. And I'm encouraging you to do it in a very powerful way so that you do not have to deal with the enemy of the lack of integrity anymore in your life. Don't waste time on people. Don't waste time on companies. Don't waste time in situations and circumstances. Do not waste time on nonsense, is what Jay called it. Be real to yourself first and foremost. Be truthful to yourself first and foremost. Don't take the pill of the white lie. Don't take the pill of the bold lie they told. Keep it out of your system and stand firm on what is true for you. And therefore when you do that, you will now have made known that you are going to take action and protect yourself first. And I think that's the greatest lesson here. The lack of integrity will hurt you. And if you stand firm on integrity, whether it be yours or from someone else, then that is how you love, and that is how you honor, and that is how you protect yourself. Protect yourself in the area of integrity. And I think that is all the time that we have today. Any closing statements, Jay?
Man. Again, I know it's going to be hard for some people that just feel like you want to manipulate everybody. Just understand, watch the manipulation, because again, you don't have to do it for hurtful reasons. So a lot of times we manipulate, and I play the game of spades quite well, and I talk somebody out their hand. Okay, just understand, I ain't got to lie to talk you out your hand. I can say it where I feel like you don't know what you're doing. Okay, manipulation is really strong when I already see you weak, but I don't have to take advantage of you in life. But you just got to understand you're not strong at everything. And a lot of people will take advantage of your weakness. Now, me, I don't care to do that no more in the game with cards and anything else, because, again, I don't want to have that karma come on me because of your weakness or the fact that you ain't strong in a lot of places.
Right.
My whole thing is when you got your behind on that cable, you should have known better.
Right.
You better know what you're doing. And just in the game of cards, but in the game of life, you do got to come stronger than what you have to be. And then lies is what ain't gonna help you. So again, get away from the stuff that you was already doing to realize it didn't get you really nowhere. Try something different. And honesty is hard to do because most people hear the honesty and they walk away from you. And I'm fine with that, because everybody shouldn't be with you anyway. Because if you can't be with me while I'm telling you the truth, you want what everybody else want to give you, and that's a damn lie. And again, that might stroke your ego, and it might do, but it ain't the same for me because my boys and everybody that's close to me don't do that. And those are the ones that stay true to help me through things.
Yeah.
And then the ones that just want to ride with you on anything you say, when I'm really down and out, they ain't there for me. So I'd rather you walk your ass early on than on the back end. Because again, I don't like bad behavior, and I don't like being around stuff that's not good for me.
That's something to note, that the liar is not going to be there when you need to be there. And
they're going to lie their way on.
They're going to lie their way on. So trust the truth, stand only for the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
What?
This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we want to thank you for being with us today.
Yes.
We hope that you have gotten some good nuggets out of this. We hope you've been able to look at your life situations, circumstances, and the people in your life, and be able to stand on your truth in a greater way. We hope this has inspired you. We hope this has helped. We hope this has opened some doors of wisdom for you that otherwise you may not have gotten anywhere else. Just know that we are here every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. We've been here for years, so there are hundreds and hundreds of shows in our portfolio to look at. We always really get to the bottom of things in our show. We hope that you will go back and take a look at those. Never forget, folks, that we do this because we love you and we appreciate you. And with that, we are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk